Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make these very cute bee skeps. As in, just the original kind of beehive that people made. They were made from rope and they were large and the bees went inside and they made their honeycomb, but the only way to extract it was to crush the bee skep, and that resulted in dead bees, sometimes a dead queen. So these particular methods of harvesting honey were stopped, and they went to the more what we think of as a beehive, the wooden one where you lift the racks out. But you still do see these for sale. But when I did this a few years back, I did some research, and from what I found was that you're not allowed to use these kind anymore because of the reasons I stated. You can have them for decorative use only. So like this one, it doesn't actually have an open hole here, so nothing can get in there. This is just painted in. So you can have these in your house or in your garden just for decorative features. Okay, so I've done these two different ways. Basically the same, except this one I had a bit of rope left over, so I braided it and added a little border around the bottom, and I think they're kind of cute. So let me show you what you're going to get in your brown paper bag, and you get to make two. So you have 2 bundles of rope, and you have your ribbon. There's enough ribbon here to do both of them. And then you have bees in here for both of them. And let me tell you a little story about these things. These are hugs containers. We had 2 cases of these things that, because of COVID last year, we didn't get to give them out, so the date they expired, and we didn't know what to do with them. So one day I sat there and decided I know what to do with them. It's a bee skep. So I dumped all the juice out of them, washed them and set them to dry. So I had a lot of these, so that's why you're getting 2. So you get to make 2 little bee skeps. And all you need to do, you'll need your glue gun, need your scissors. This is the kind of rope, it's just jute cord. You can buy this most places. And you can experiment too. You can use a thicker rope, a bigger container. You can use like a pudding basin or something. Anything that's got that dome shape to it, you can use to make a bee skep. And if you want, you can take like a tuna fish can, put on top of the bowl, cover the whole thing with foil, or foil is probably the best thing to use. Shape it on there. Then when you do your rope, when it's set, when it's all dry, you can pull the bowl out and use that for something else, but you've got the shape is perfect, and this dries really hard, so that'll be lovely. Anyway, hugs containers. You're going to start at the bottom, and you'll put some glue there and glue it on. Once it starts to set, then you're just going to keep putting little dabs of glue around, and you'll keep wrapping. Once you've got your first row done, you'll be fine. It's just a little tricky. So if you go ahead and glue completely your first one and let it dry, then it'll stop sliding up. So then you'll have a nice barrier to put your next row against. And then you can just alternate where you put your little dabs of glue and just keep wrapping round and round and round until you get to the top. When you get to the top, we're going to assume that this one has been wrapped all the way, and that you've got to the top and you've got, say, this much string left. So what you'll do is you build it up over the top until all you have left is enough to make a little loop for your handle. And then you would just glue that either side, okay? So you're just gonna keep, you need to try to get it as close. You see this one? So you've actually worked it right up to the top so that you don't have a hole there. And then you can either utilize the string as it is still attached to make your loop, or you can cut it. Make sure you've got a little hole just big enough to push your rope through, and then you can make a separate little loop like this, and then just push it into the hole with some glue and hold it until it sets up, and then you'll have your little handle on it. So that's the rope work part of it, which is very easy. If you're going to do this one, like I said, if you have some rope left over after doing both of them, just take it and braid it, and then just stick it around the bottom edge. Give it a decorative look. Then your ribbons, all you're going to do is take your ribbon and you're going to decide what you want, whether you want just a bow, whether you want some fronds. These, it's just a strip of ribbon that you cut, then you pinch it in the middle. You can trim the edges to give this effect, or you can just put an angle on it or a V to give it that shape. And then you just take that. If you're making the bow, you take the same length piece of ribbon and you just double it over like so. Pinch it where the join is here. So you would pinch it there, push it together, and then use a pipe cleaner just to twist around it like this and attach your ribbon at the back as well. And then again, you can either twist it around your handle. Oh, that one came undone. Twist it around your handle, or you can glue it on. You can stick if you've still got a little bit of a gap, you can stick the leftover, the backing of the pipe cleaners down inside the hole. But that's all there is to it. It's really straightforward. So have fun with it. Change it up if you want. You can make these just to get yourself familiar with what you do. You will need to make sure you have a little bit of string left to make your circle here. And then all you need is black paint in the middle to give you the illusion of the hole for the bee skep. And then take your little bees. They have a peel and stick back on them. But if you want them to really stay put, mine keep falling off because I didn't, use some hot glue and that will make them stay on there permanently. So have fun. I look forward to seeing your creations.